Now, in the previous Aliyah, we learned about the death of Nadav and Avihu. Who was left over from Aaron and HaKohen's four sons? Elazar and Itamar. So in the following Aliyah, Moshe Rabbeinu instructs Aaron, Elazar, and Itamar to eat from the korbanot. There's a halakha that a person who has lost one of his 7 close relatives, father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter, wife, one of those 7 relatives, before that relative is buried, the person is called an onen. After the relative is buried, the person transfers from being an onen to an avel. There are different halachot regarding onen and avel. Now, at this point, still in this aliyah, Moshe Rabbeinu is instructing Aaron, Elazar, and Itamar, who are onenim at the time, and an onen is asur to eat a korban generally before the met is buried. But over here, Moshe Rabbeinu instructs Aaron and his children that they should eat from the korbanot. They should eat from the korbanot, and they do. They eat all the korbanot, except, as we'll see, one korban is not eaten. But as you see, that Moshe Rabbeinu tells them, you are different than any other onen, and in this situation, you are chayav to eat the korbanot and not to burn them. They did it, except for one korban, which we'll explain shortly, that actually they burnt. So the korbanot that were referred to here are, first is the korban mincha. Korban mincha, which was referred to in the first 2 aliyot, that mentioned the korban mincha, plus the korban mincha of nachshon. In other words, there's different korbanot mincha that are referred to. Korban mincha is the korban of the flour mixed with the oil, and there was the korban mincha that was spoken about in the first 2 aliyot, and also the korban mincha of nachshon. As we mentioned, that nachshon ben Aminadav was the Nasi of Shevet Yehuda, which brought his korban on the first day of Nisan, which was this day that we're referring to. Again, we're still referring to the first day of Nisan, same day. We didn't change the day. Yom HaShmini is throughout until here. We've been talking about Yom HaShmini. That day, Nachshon ben Aminadav brought his korban. One of the korbanot that he brought was a korban mincha that was brought on that day. Nasi of Shevet Yehuda. It also refers to the chazeh v'shok, the breast and the thigh of the korban shilamim of the korban tzibur b'nei Israel. So there's a few different korbanot that we're referring to over here. All those korbanot, Moshe Rabbeinu commanded that they should eat and they shouldn't burn it, even though they're onenim. Now, that's regarding the korban, the korban mincha and the korban shilamim. However, there were also korbanot chatat. Korban chatat, there were 3 goat chataot brought on that day. The first one was the korban musaf of Rosh Chodesh. Korban musaf is every Rosh Chodesh you have to bring a korban, an extra korban. Besides for the tamid shel shachar and tamid shel ben arba'in, you also have to bring what's called a korban musaf. Korban musaf of Rosh Chodesh was a goat, and that korban musaf that was brought actually was the one that was burnt. The other one, number 2, the second korban chatat that was brought was the one of Bnei Israel that we learned in the first aliyah. The first aliyah also says that the Bnei Israel brought korban chatat, and that was eaten by Aaron and his children. And the last one was a korban chatat of Nachshon. Nachshon ben Aminadav also had to bring a korban chatat. So the second two that we mentioned, Bnei Israel and Nachshon, those 2 were actually eaten, and the first one that we mentioned was the korban chatat of the Rosh Chodesh, korban musaf of Rosh Chodesh. That korban was the one that was burnt. Following the next aliyah, we'll see an aliyah chamishi. We'll see that actually Moshe Rabbeinu wasn't so happy about it. Why not? But that was this aliyah, and the following aliyah we'll see that there was a diyun between Moshe and Aaron. Was it the right thing? Was it the wrong thing? Moshe Rabbeinu told them to eat it, and it was burned. That will be continued tomorrow. Bezrat Hashem. Have a great day.